Good day. Today I'll be presenting the Great Resignation, how it affected South Africa and the rest of the world, and choosing the right career. During the pandemic, the world has changed. There were shutdowns, quarantines, and restricted access to goods, services, and jobs. Many businesses in the retail, hospitality, food services, and travel sectors flourished and laid off employees. And across multiple sectors, many employers worked from home for extended periods of time, which was new to a thing of employers, especially for the first time employers who are working in their careers. The Great Resignation. Employees across multiple sectors came to realization that they weren't happy with their jobs during the pandemic. People weren't satisfied with their work environment, the industry they were in, or their work-life balance, which made them leave their jobs. In an article provided, uh, Anthony Klaus provided an explanation for the Great Resignation. He says the Great Resignation is when employers in their jobs are no longer wanting to pursue. This is when people in their jobs don't want to do the certain career that they were doing anymore. The Great Resignation described the elevated rate at which US workers have quit their jobs starting in the spring of 2021, which caused a strong labor demand and low unemployment rate as vaccinations eased the severity of the COVID-19 pandemic. So why has this great resignation occurred as reported in some US and South African industry sectors and certain generations? At the height of the pandemic, the ability and willingness of potential job seekers to find new and better roles was significantly limited due to many factors such as state and global border closures, social restrictions, hiring freezes, and employee focus on job security and personal family health. There may have been more employees resigning than usual in certain US industry sectors, but there is less data to suggest that the great resignation has yet to increase in parts of the world. South Africa has no exception to the rest of the world, but has local nuisance that are playing out largely because of the massive employment rate. In South Africa, there's a 35% unemployment rate and a 65% youth unemployment rate. The reason is that South Africa's great resignation is ring fenced in the professional and specialist roles that are scarce skills in the market of South Africa. In 2020, the first year of the pandemic, staff turnover rose to 18%, up from the South African average of 10%. But this was largely due to retrenchments and job losses as companies downsided and closed or liquidated due to the pandemic. The second year of the pandemic, staff turnover stabilized at a national average of 10% rather, once again. But what did this change have on the huge proportion of resignations of nearly 40% that made up the sum of the staff turnover? Employees, especially the younger generation, are feeling a lot more empowered in their job search, and some won't even pitch for an interview unless they know they are unable to work from home. From the World Reimagine survey above, we see that 43% of employers said that they are likely to leave their current employer within the next year. This is a significant rise from the same survey conducted last year, where only 7% were likely to stay. The reason for this is is the psychological impact of the pandemic and an increased focus on well-being. Due to the great resignation, many companies have gaps in their employment skills, which means that there's some strain in the recruitment process. The importance of a career the importance of a career in life is so huge. So choosing the right career needs to be done carefully, as your future mainly depends on the decision you make. Also, taking up a career is very common in everyday's life, but picking the right career is what makes one's life successful. Picking a wrong career might help you earn good, but you'll never be able to enjoy your work no matter what. Choosing a passion not only helps you enjoy your work, but also aids you in doing very well in the field that you've chosen, thus making successful and prosperous. At the end of the day, as a person, you want to ensure that you have a successful and professional life. Getting stuck in the wrong job will lead to frustration and problems in personal life as well. The right career at the end will be the source of your happiness. Therefore, it is important for you to choose the right career path for yourself. When selecting the right career, you must take note of one thing, and that is the organization must share the same value as that of yours. If not, you feel stuck in that job and you'll be able to motivate yourself to give your best shot in the work that you're doing. In my conclusion, I would say that the great resignation has caused a lot of problems for people, especially when it comes to losing their jobs and becoming poor. And this has affected everyone around the world and not only South Africa. The great resignation has also woken people up into making sure that in the future, when deciding to choose a career, you should make sure that the career you choose will not affect you physically, emotionally. As a person, you need to make sure that whatever you're doing and you choose, you won't be affected by as long as you run it properly. And that concludes my presentation about work readiness and the great resignation. Thank you for watching.